Men are deciding that women are no longer worth the effort, and I completely understand. And when I say, right, no longer worth the effort, I don't mean never talking to them again, never seeing them again. That's not what I'm saying. That's some incel bullshit. We don't stand for that on this channel. What I am saying is men realized that women in this generation are no longer worth the effort to pursue fully and to settle down with and get married. This is all a scam now. And we're going to get straight into it and not waste no time. However, make sure you like the video and you are subscribed to the channel for future videos to come. Now, fellas, this feminism-based society we live in has not only manipulated some women, it's also brought out the true nature of a lot of women. And men have quite frankly decided, well, most of them, we still have a lot of simps, but that's going down slowly. Men have decided that women are no longer worth the effort. And I get it. Now, I'm not saying go your whole life without dealing with women and being with women. That's weird and that's lonely and sad. But I am saying that you should not be wasting your precious time pursuing women who take on the feminist ideology, who pursue a career instead of family, who don't respect masculinity, who don't even respect the men in their lives, right? And who are run through with trauma and baggage. Most women in the Western world, near enough to all of them, they have so much trauma and baggage because they picked all these bummy dudes who were fun at the time. They wasted their prime years, right? Just going out, taking all these drugs, smoking, drinking excessively, right? Just ruining themselves and their bodies. And men have realized this and have said, I don't want that in a wife. The average woman drinks all the time, smokes vapes all the time, and weed, and does drugs. This is fucked. It's all fucked. You can't wife a woman like this, bro. You can't. They're actually addicted to these things. Most women can't go a week without vaping. Do you know how bad that is? Right? These women are not worth putting a ring on the finger anymore. You gotta find a good woman. And the thing is, good women are very hard to fucking find. However, what I've noticed is when you find one or two, you start seeing them everywhere. But in the beginning, they are very hard to find. So I ain't even surprised men are done. Like, men now will go and fuck an escort instead of pursuing women. This is how bad it's gotten in the Western world. This is crazy. But I get it because the women who are doing escorting typically look better than the normal civilian bitches, right? And it's like a transaction. You just pay, you get what you want, she gets what she wants, and you bounce and carry on with the grind. Whereas with normal women, you have to fucking talk to them, put up with their silly shit and statements. Then they're talking to 10, 20 other dudes. Then you gotta try to take them out on a date. Then you gotta pay for the day, maybe a hotel. You spent 100 to 200, right? And then it's like, that's not even gonna guarantee you get what you want, right? That's not gonna guarantee you fuck. That's not gonna guarantee she actually likes you properly and respects you and wants to be with only you. It's all just fucking long. And that's because of hoflation. Because if these women weren't such run through and full of baggage, men wouldn't mind doing this shit. Men would gladly do this shit. The problem is, all these women have baggage to all these bummy dudes they picked, right? And they try to treat the next dude who's probably a good guy. Shit. So men ain't having this. Men have replaced this with escorts, unfortunately with porn, right? Men have replaced this with video games. It's completely fucked. However, there are still good women out there. You can't assume every woman is bad like this. There are still plenty of good women out there, but they are hard to find because the wholeflation has gone up so much that it's outshines the genuine good women. So they are harder to find, but when you get one, you gotta fucking keep one, bro. You gotta have frame and maintain that shit, because don't just think you're gonna find one and then easily replace her. That's the honest truth. A big part of life is our relationships, and people tend to take good people for granted and think that they can just find good people easily. No, when you get someone that's genuinely good, even if they are not on the same path as you, really have to settle with that good person. Don't just think you're gonna find another good person so easily. Most people are fucking idiots. They have no sense of direction. They are addicted to the most dumb things ever, and they have no purpose. So when you find someone who's genuine, who actually gives a shit about you, you gotta hold on to them. And you need to be a good person to them as well. But all in all, I see why men don't even bother, right? Why men see all this shit as not worth the effort. I get it. I don't agree with the porn and the video games and all of that stuff, but for the most part, I get it. Most women just aren't worthy of that. And they do it to themselves. They don't respect themselves. So how can they expect us as men to respect them? They don't respect them fucking selves, bruv. They really fell for the psyop of chasing a dumb career, thinking they are independent when a guy owns the fucking business, the big company, whatever, right? They really fell for that psyop instead of building a loving, beautiful family and passing on down the beliefs of the men to the children. It's gotten that fucking bad. We'll see how it ends up. They're already making sex robots anyway, but we'll see how it goes from here. But the point is, fellas, don't think that you shouldn't associate yourself with any woman. You shouldn't talk to women. That's the wrong way to go about it, in my opinion. You gotta keep going out there, getting the experience, because the more women you deal with, right? The more women you talk to and get to know, the more you understand what you like and don't like and what you want in a woman. You're not gonna know that without getting the experience. So keep that in mind. And if you have a good woman, make sure you're doing your best as well, because they're not easy to find, bro. It's fucking rough out there, bro. So with that being said, fellas, that's the video. Make sure you leave a like, comment if you want and want to add anything to the discussion, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel for future videos to come.